The top issue at the State House continues to be the accusations against Governor Eric Greitens. He's charged with 2 felonies related to alleged sexual misconduct and misuse of charity resources. A second report from a special committee this past week put even more pressure on him to resign. But lawmakers are no longer waiting on him to take action.
This was not a decision made lightly, and certainly not without great deliberation and effort.
In a historic move late last week, Missouri lawmakers announced they would call themselves into special session to consider impeaching the governor. This will mark the first time in Missouri history that lawmakers have called a special session. Normally, they're called by governors, but obviously that wouldn't happen here, since the whole point of this session is for lawmakers to consider disciplinary actions against Governor Eric Greitens, which could also include lesser punishments than impeachment.
The power to discipline elected officials is the most serious of legislative powers.
Other work is still being done in the State House, including Representative Jim Neely's comprehensive bill on improving foster care.
The reason I came down here as a physician, I didn't come down here because of health care issues. I came down here because of children and the things that I've seen over my years.
The legislation would allow abuse investigations outside the state, update background checks on foster families, expand treatment for children in foster care, and much more. Neely says the changes would help foster kids who are falling through the cracks. The bill sailed through the House and is in the Senate now. Another interesting bill would create an online map of all the state's 2,200 special taxing districts. Those are taxes in specific areas meant to fund things like fire stations or sidewalks. In some places, so many of them overlap, you have sales tax close to 12%. Representative Phil Cristofanelli says with this map, people could find out exactly what their tax dollars are paying for and which store would charge them the lowest amount of taxes.
If you're going to buy something that's of a sizable amount, to just go on the website and see that if you buy it in this Best Buy or the one down the street, you could see a 2% difference in your sales tax rate. That could mean a significant amount of money to a taxpayer.
The bill is in a conference committee now as members of the House and Senate work out the bugs. Work continues on the state budget as well. The Senate's version of the budget is done. It has about $50 million less, though, for K-12 education than what the House passed. But now the House and Senate will come together to hammer out a final budget, and House members vow that $50 million extra for education will be there in the end. Back to you.